let me take my browser to one side of the application, and then my text editor to the other side of the application. So the next thing I will do is to start building my components. Okay, my application is going to consist of three sections. I will have the navigation section, the main content section, and then the footer section. Okay, so before I create my router, let me just create the basic structure of the application I mean. So I will remove this welcome to IT. In fact, I will even remove everything here. Okay, and I will create main. Okay, this one is a semantic HTML tag of main, and inside the main I want to have three components. Okay, one component is going to be the nav, okay, which will be my header. Okay, but I will use nav. So this is it, nav, and I will close it as a self-closing tag. The thing is that I don't have this nav right now. Okay, that will bring me to the next step that I have to do, is to come inside this folder of source, make a right click on it, and create a new folder which you will call it components. And then inside the component you want to create a new file which you will call it nav.jsx. Okay, so here you will type RAFCE, you press enter, and you have your nav component. All right, so let me close that up, and then if I save that, and if I come inside here and also save, then you will see I will have the nav. But as you may have noticed, I am not seeing anything, even though here I have the nav in place. The thing is that I need to import the nav from the nav folder inside the components into this app folder. How do you do that? Is you come to the top and simply do import nav from. Okay, and basically the moment you start typing, let me show you, import nav, you see that, you see we have nav here, you click and it will do the auto completion for you. Okay, that is one way. And another way is, if you have a component or any dependency which needs to be imported, when you come to it and you press control space like this, then it will give you the importing link command, auto completion as well. You click and it will be imported for you, just like that. So you press Ctrl S to save, and you see now we have nav. And right after the nav, I want to create also inside the component, I will be creating the footer. So let me go to the new file, and I will type footer.jsx, and again I will do RAFCE. Okay, and just for now I have footer. And let me save that. Let me close the footer up, and then let me come right after the nav. I will import the footer. Okay, I have the footer, it is right here, and everything is good. So let me go to the nav and start styling the nav. And as for the nav, I want to make it very simple one, my logo over to this side and my menu over to that side. And as for my logo, I will simply say just not /BASA 2024 election, something like that. Pretty simple and pretty straightforward. So I will come inside the footer. Let me remove that div tag, and instead I will use the header tag, And then inside the header tag, I will have the nav tag. Okay, and also inside the nav tag, I will have a div tag. Okay, so the header tag is going to have its own styles like this. Let me close this up. So if you are using React, you can't simply say class like this, but you can say class name. Okay, that is how it works. So for the class name here, I want to say w-full. That means it will be full width. Okay, as you can see, it says width 100%. Or if you simply bring your cursor over it, you will see w-full. At the top here, it says width 100%. And that is also coming from an extension which I have, which is this Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. Okay, which means you need to install this for you to get that job done. Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. Let me close it. So for my nav, let me give it its own class name. I will give it w-full h dash. So as for the head, you can determine how many pixels do you want to allow. In my designs, I normally apply like 70 pixels. So let me put 70 px right here. Remember, you have to make it inside square bracket. Okay, you need to make it inside square bracket. All right, and I also would like to make it black color. So let me do bg dash black, as in background black. Okay, so you see Tailwind is identifying all my codes. You can see that. You can see that height of 70 pixel has been applied. Okay, and then I will also do text dash white. All right, and now if I save that, you can see that has been applied. Okay, but where is everything? There is nothing because I have not yet added anything inside this div. So inside this div is going to have its own class name like this. First of all, I will give it w-full, as in full width. Okay, but I also would like to make the maximum width of it to be like 1200 pixels. So let me do w, that is, sorry, max dash w dash, then inside square bracket I will put 1200 pixel. Okay, so I am restricting the width to be 1200 pixel. Then I will also do mx dash auto. That means margin on the x-axis to be auto. Take a look. You see mx dash auto, that means margin left auto, margin right auto. And also take a look at this. You will see max width 1200 pixel. And if you take a look at this, it is also with 100%. So after that, I also would like to give padding. So let me do px-5. Okay, and with px-5, it means I am going to give the padding of left and right of 1.25 rem or 20 pixel. All right, and not only that, I also would like to make it flex. I will display it as flex, so it will be a flexible container with items in the center. Okay, that is top and bottom in the center, and with justify between. That is horizontally things will be spaced, one over here and the other one over the other end. So let me come inside of this div and create two more divs. Okay, so let me say this div right here is going to be my logo, which in my own case is going to be election. Okay, I say just not for just north slash basa 2024 election. Actually, it is rerun election. Okay, and if I save that, you can see it is right here. And let me create another div, and then this div is going to contain my menu. Okay, so as for my menu, I am going to use, remember I installed earlier, I installed React Router DOM, right? Okay, so I will have to use that React Router. I will have to use something from the React Router DOM. And what I will be using is going to be, let me come and import it at the top here. I will import as a named import, I will import navlink, and that will come from React Router DOM. Okay, so I have the navlink coming from there, and then right inside this I will have the nav links. So let me do nav link, and each link is going to have a tool that will actually take me to where I am planning to go. So as for this one, I will simply say tool right here. Okay, and let me close the nav link like so. Okay, so here I will simply say results, okay, which is also my home. So here I can say results, and then here I will do slash upload, and here I will say upload result, and here I can do, that is in case we upload result and there is a correction. So let me say make correction. Here I will simply say make correction only for make correction. Okay, so now I will save that. So that I have saved, I am seeing some error. Why? Because before I can use this nav link, I need to also have the browser router, okay, used. So I will still use the nav link and the other things, but because I am not to that level yet, let me temporarily comment this out, and I will also comment these 3 lines out, okay, so that I will not have the error with them, and instead I will temporarily use just the names. So here I can, let me use span element, that is going to be result, and this is going to be upload result, and this is going to be make corrections, make correction. Okay, so now that I have said, you see we have the just not basa rerun election over here, and you can see result, upload result, make correction, result, upload result, make correction, respectively. But as you can see, we are expecting this to be in the middle of the line, but they appear at the top. Why? Because we need to come inside this div which contains all of them and simply make it h-full. Okay, that will make the whole things come to center. And I'm also thinking of making my menu to be shorter. So instead of saying just not basa 2024 rerun election, Why don't I simply give it election tracker? I think it will be a way easier. Simply say election tracker. Okay, so that our menu, our logo is going to be as short as possible. Okay, and also for this result, upload result, make corrections, I have not decided what I will do about them for now. So let me just leave them for now. So the next thing I want to show you is how you can work with icons. Remember, we say we want to work with icons. So we want to look for icon that will be nice for this election tracker.